Alright, what's good YouTube? McFrisky back with another video, and we're finna react to He Got Worse, JAMARI. So I guess this is gonna be about Adam22. Anyways, Adam22. So I don't know what he's talking about. I mean, the thumbnail was kinda, I think it was just him and Lana, or Lana the plug, whatever. So yeah, let's get into it.
So it's been a couple of months since we last talked about a Mr. Adam22. Last time we caught up with him, he was giving his wife away for the second time. Only this time Adam would actually be in the room, fist bumping the man while he was thrashing his wife. No guys, this is not what MLK died for. As a matter of fact, he's probably looking down from heaven like, what the hell did I do?
You asked if I could hold your and I asked you, and you were like, no.
That's all I need.
And then
like 2 minutes later, I was like,
2 minutes later, you were like, okay. And then all of a sudden, I was like, off camera, and I was like, okay, like everything's changed, like the rules are just changing, like, and fast forward really quick.
Other than that, the only other recent thing I can think that we've talked about in regards to Adam is how he was bragging and going on and on about seeing Drake's piece.
She showed me the skin color matched up with the skin color that I would think that.
Wait, like Drake, like Aubrey Drake, like Adonis Drake? He saw his pecker? Why did she see his pecker? When did she see his pecker? And why did he want to see it?
Drake's would actually be, and I'm not gonna lie, like I'm sure you're wondering right now, Adam, was it big, was it small? The man's got a missile on him.
Now we have yet another piece of
That's
thought-provoking content coming from the No Jumper universe. Danny Mullen on the girl he's dating giving Adam a job. So I guess at this point Adam is tired of being the only cuck at the No Jumper studio. He wants to feel better about himself, and so he wants to be cucking other guys. And of course the shameless Danny Mullen has no problem being the man getting cucked.
You had Holiday on Plug Talk,
who I like because her name sounds like both holiday and hollandaise sauce.
You asked me when we were on the Plug Talk couch what it would take for me to double team a chick with you on camera.
I don't know who Danny Mullen is.
How much we would be able to pay you if you were to actually I really don't know. I don't know like how much
that bowl cut is crazy though.
Out there that want to see this kind of thing. I mean, maybe like we could afford to give you a couple $1,000, but I don't know. I mean, I almost feel like I would rather just pay Swolby.
Now, I gotta be honest, I've never really been the biggest fan of this guy or his Dumb and Dumber haircut. I really started to dislike him when him and Adam went on their podcast they used to have called Sledgelords, and they decided to platform this absolute clout chaser, this trans influencer who exposed, at the time, Adam's longtime friend, House Phone, a man who really helped build up the No Jumper brand when it was very small. And they essentially exposed House Phone during that podcast for sleeping with her.
No, they talk more like this. Never mind.
Come on, let's hear the impression.
No, I was going to impersonate someone that I shouldn't have.
Oh, come on. You've already sold out entire life here.
Well, yeah, well.
Did I look down upon to expose that somebody may have been with a trans person?
Yeah, absolutely. I sign NDAs and I take them very seriously, so just letting everybody know that.
Hey, yeah, no cap though, like, no offense before I say this. That is so fucked up though. Actually, I guess there's no offense to be taken, but I feel like that's something you should disclose before you just go and do that. Some people have preferences, some people don't have preferences, they don't care. Yeah, but like, you should definitely share that before you take that step.
I'm guessing.
He didn't me. Yeah.
And the reason Adam thought this would be an okay thing to do apparently was because he was going to make sure they censored House Phone's name. But throughout the podcast, it was beyond obvious who they were talking about. They kept mentioning it was someone close to the No Jumper brand, possibly on the staff. They kind of made a joke about this guy's entire life. And then at the end, they f***ed up by not censoring his name.
By acting weird and shady, acting like you didn't do some shit that you did do, and you know you did.
I've been friends with him for like, and I just don't want to be like.
The truth is the truth.
Well,
no one cares.
But should I tell him? Should I give him a little warning? This is coming. It feels kind of weird to not tell him.
Yeah, maybe he's your friend. Yeah, be like she totally spilled your beans.
If you want to, I have.
But you better tell. You also should. You better let him know. I've pulled up with security, and I don't play. So.
Yeah.
Security's gonna have a turn with you too.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, nah, that nigga's. Oh, I know he's boiling hot. He is boiling hot. If he was trying to keep that under wraps and behind closed doors, I know he's pissed. I know he's literally sitting here, bro. If he didn't resign, if he didn't put in his papers, I'm surprised. Actually, honestly, I wouldn't even put in my 2 weeks, bro. I'd be out. No 2-week notice. I'm gone. You just put my business out there for your podcast and all the listeners.
If he
hear that?
If he gets prior warning, I can't imagine he's going to love that this is airing. But hey, we need ratings.
Now, even during that podcast, you can tell that Adam starts to feel guilty, and he knows there's going to be some sort of blowback from this podcast, and he knows his friend's going to get exposed, but he still decided to put it out, even knowing that it was only going to get like 30 or 40,000 views.
It's not about him. This is about me.
I have a feeling that this will soon be about him.
Oh,
I'm going to be hearing a lot about this.
And people, this was Sledge Lords.
Take it up with me. I don't give a.
I would like to say the same, but it seems like I'm worried about people calling me a bad friend for just not editing this and putting it out.
And that's when both myself and I feel like kind of the general public starts to look at Adam differently. Of course, that was around the time the entire No Jumper universe began to really fall apart. And while Adam has done a good job of recovering from that entire situation, that huge nuclear fallout, No Jumper just really has not been the same since that golden era. And I think especially Adam's reputation has taken a massive hit. And so that's why I think he kind of said, "F it, I'm going to go down with the ship. Gonna lean into the cuck arc and just try and basically cash out." Sorry for sidetracking y'all so much, but basically I'm trying to say, to me, this guy and Adam snaked house phone.
I'm not a normal star.
I know, and I feel like in a lot of ways you might be less valuable than a normal.
Dude, I put asses in seats. I put eyeballs on screen. I feel like they would pay premium prices, maybe up to $100 a head, to watch you and I throat. Insert name here.
Okay, let's take you out of the equation.
I don't like that so far.
Listen, if you were a grown man paying any amount of money, much less $100, to watch Adam and his Jim Carrey-looking friend, some girl, you do not deserve to be breathing pure oxygen. As a matter of fact, you're just kind of a waste of life. And here's where the degeneracy really...
Yeah, I couldn't have said it any better. Nothing about that entices me at all. I'm not looking at that title. I'm not looking at that... I can't even think of the word right now. But that's not going to grab my attention. No, like nothing about that is enticing at all. Like the fact that he thinks that somebody's going to... I mean, there are people that will pay that 100, but...
Begins, I guess, kind of the embarrassment of Danny Mullen, where Adam talks about how this girl that he's been seeing went a...
These shits don't ever stay in my ear, bro.
Crazy during their scene together while Danny was off in the other room.
I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked into it. But let's talk about your girlfriend licking my butthole.
Just an insane sentence that I'm sure Adam could not wait to say.
I was already close to walking out of here.
That shit didn't even register.
Bring that shit up again, and that's disrespectful of a tone, dude.
How many times have you guys with Holly?
A couple of times.
Nice.
She licked his butthole, and they're still dating?
So the guy's basically out here trying to change the subject. I don't think he wants this cuck narrative to be surrounding his name, especially when you're out here getting cucked by the head cuck himself. But Adam's not having any of that, and he's like, no.
Yeah, facts. I feel like it's like one of those things, like people have been shitting on him so much for it that like he's trying to bring other people into it so he doesn't look as bad. Niggas been getting on him since his wedding and the whole thing with the fucking light-skinned ass nigga. Then this whole TV show thing that he was trying to do with Crip Mac and the contestants and whatnot. He's been just getting bombarded like a lot. And so I feel like he's trying to like throw some of that onto other people so it's not like, oh, it's not just me, like other people doing that shit too.
Let's steer the conversation back to your cucking, back to the embarrassment. I really need to get this off.
Sides to it.
So your girlfriend was on her knees giving me on that Plug Talk couch.
No. Yeah, no. No friend of mine is gonna look me. He's not even looking him in the eyes. So I won't say that. No friend of mine is going to say that to me while we're sitting in the same room beside each, like right across from each other. Obviously they all agreed to this. This is something they agreed on. They have an agreement so everybody knows what's going on. But like, even if you agree to that, it's just wild.
And I start to do.
I will throw this in your face right now.
I start to do a little motion.
See, about 80 degrees.
He's starting to feel a little bit of.
And she thinks
his forehead's starting to get hot a little bit.
I'm trying to get her to sit on top of me and my.
Wait, bro, that's his girl.
I'm trying to get my flicked. I don't know if you forgot, but I told you beforehand that I was going to go in the bathroom, and it actually ended up on your Patreon. Pause. But I took the baby wipes and I was jamming the baby wipes halfway up because I was really trying to make sure that I had a nice clean area for her to tongue down, and she did. So that was very.
Have y'all ever ate ass before? Like, I could never do it. I've never done it. I don't think I ever will. Because exactly what he just said, like, how do you go about that? I use baby wipes. And then sometimes I go behind the wipes with some toilet paper just to, you know. But that's like, I'm not sticking my tongue in there.
Is the current state of No Jumper, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, for this guy, Danny Mullen, it's like, dude, have some respect for yourself. Your girl was out here tongue-punching Adam's fart box, and you still kissed her the next day? I mean, This is just beyond degenerate, even for Mr. Adam22.
It hurt enough when you actually did it in person, but you bringing it up now is completely uncalled for and over.
Oh, okay.
See, that I might have kissed her more than I've ever kissed a girl that I did a scene with. Just
like he just keeps going. Like at this point, like we're not talking no more. This is no longer a podcast. This is a fucking UFC arena.
Trying to get in.
Like this is we're in the octagon now. This is no longer your podcast studio. This is the octagon.
I jiggled the fridge and moved the fridge right in front of the door so that you wouldn't be able to get in.
Listen, dude, do you want to catch these fists outside?
So you're telling me this man was outside the door desperately trying to get in like the last scene in Ex Machina? While Adam is in there piping his girl, she's licking his ass. I'm not gonna lie, if they would have got like a visual of that, him banging on the door during the scene, that might have somehow been more embarrassing than what Adam has endured over the last calendar year. But I guess at least this is just like some random hoe he's dating. It's not like he went and married this woman. And even for the girls, it's like, yes, I know the residual money you get from doing his Plug Talk show towards your OF is probably really good. But even then, like, somehow have some respect for yourself. Jesus Christ.
Do you want to get these bony paws on your chin?
I'm trying to help Holly win. I'm trying to make sure that Holly blows up further through the muscle. It's crazy that works.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Because there's going to be some trickle-down money if she's my new sugar mama. But you don't have to keep rubbing it in my face like she rubbed her face in your asshole on Friday. It's a dick move, bro.
Dude, just please have some respect for yourself. Oh my god. It does not shock me at all that two degens like this would be completely fine with exposing their coworker, their longtime friend.
And I don't think you should let the fact that she was tongue deep in my asshole, I don't think you should let that stop you from enjoying her company.
Yeah, so Adam does not want to be the only cuck in town.
Did you have to paint that vulgar picture for us? You could have said,
for the audience, yes.
You could have just said...
I mean, not only did he paint it, I'm sure that it's willingly out there if you want to go and check it out.
I feel like you're turned on by her career. I feel like you belong in the cut club with me and Destiny and Sneeko.
Told you guys.
Do you want to join?
That's good company, man. I wouldn't hate that.
This has really just been the latest adventure with Adam22. I really just want to know, guys, at some point, do you have to, like, respect him just leaning into this lifestyle, just truly, I guess, not giving a or have you lost all respect for Adam at this point, and even, like, his platform in its totality? I want to know what you guys think down below.
Bro, I mean, hey, we two different people. Like, you know, whatever, some stuff he might let slide, I wouldn't let slide. Like the whole cucking thing, you know, that's not me personally. But some people cool with that. Some people like that, and I just can't get with it. It's like the fact that he's trying to degrade, I guess the word is, degrade all these other men. It's like, hey, you did this, or oh, your girl did this to me. Like I'm not the only one. That's kind of fucked up, but it is what it is, I guess. They all agreed to it, so appreciate y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoy, and peace.
You better get your cheese up. Like, oh my god, come with that bank if you gon' hang with us. Like, oh my god, I'm in here striking, bitch, I'm feeling creep. Like, oh my god, copy my moves like who you wanna be. Like, oh my god, I feel like Ja, I got that Glock on me. Like, oh my god, I feel like Ja, I got that Glock on me.